I'm very excited today because we actually get to review in detail the Ryobi LED P705 flashlight. Let's look at how versatile this flashlight is. Number one is going to be any 2x4, 2x6. Anything that has a 2, it will fit on. And it's very hard to come off. It's on there very securely. Number two is the nail that you guys saw me put on the video. What I'm actually going to do is rest the handle on there and it's going to stay. Number three is going to be, it has a little loop in there that you can hang with a rope. Same as here on the bottom. So that's 4 points to hang this little flashlight. That is very versatile. My philosophy on buying equipment for emergency preparedness is actually a weird one. It has to have a dual use. Emergency preparedness is actually the last one. The primary use for this light is actually going to be walking Roxy. I use reconnaissance by light. I want to see in the wood line if there's any coyotes, snakes, bobcats. I want their eyes to reflect back at me, or just uneven ground. Second is going to be for our vacations. I don't feel bad at all because this battery is rechargeable and it's 9 years old. So guess what? I will use that light all night. I can use it when I'm actually turning on the heater or just working on equipment when I'm on vacation. Number three is going to be conservation. The reason why I love this is because you do not have to throw away batteries. These batteries, especially if I bring my Surefire with me, are $3 a piece, and their runtime is very slow. This is actually where I got the idea from. Now, we all know about the Duracells, and I've shown this already a couple of times where they explode. When they explode, you may not get that equipment back. That's why I started shying away from them, going to rechargeables. And here they are. For your sensitive equipment, I use lithium batteries, but these are $1 plus. And we also couple this up with the GPS since they're so lightweight. But these are very good batteries too. So conservation. I use this all the time. I freely use it. I don't limit myself on my energy use when we're camping because I know that we have enough power in these batteries and the next day I will recharge them with solar. So it is a win-win situation for everybody. And it's $20. Let's talk about the features of this. So the features of this is going to be, it has a Cree LED flashlight that goes at 2 watts, which with this battery is going to be 24 watts. It's going to last you 12 hours. Of course, this is a very old battery, so it's probably going to last 10 hours. With the newer ones, this is also 24 watts. I'm sure that this one will last 12 hours. The measurements are going to be, the width is going to be 3 inches. That's as wide as the battery itself, and then the height without the battery is going to be 3.5 inches, and with the battery it's going to be 5 inches. The length of this is going to be 8.5 from here to here. We'll post the centimeters for our viewers outside the United States. So the other feature is going to be you can rotate the light almost 360 degrees, but it will stop you at the 12 o'clock mark, which is very convenient, especially if you're trying to aim at a certain part in your car. It's very versatile. And we'll take a look at the mounting features again. Here's a 2x6. And it fits very snug in there. You can feel the teeth actually just bite into it, and I'm having a hard time getting it out. You can put rope around here and then a nail in here. So it is very versatile mounting this flashlight. My favorite feature on this is being able to move the head all the way up, exception of 12 o'clock. It will not pass 12 o'clock. So you're going to have to rotate back and it will stop around 12 o'clock. But this is a very good feature, especially when you're trying to change the oil of your truck or do a car maintenance. You're able to move the beam the way you want to, which is this is pretty awesome. We're going to be comparing 3 flashlights that are in 3 different categories. The first one is going to be the Surefire. So this is a tactical flashlight. This is an EDC L2 TAC T. And this is 1,000 lumens. Low and then high. Next one is going to be our Ryobi LED Flashlight 705. And then the O-Light, this is an everyday carry one. This is going to be your 3T. And this is going to be on low. And this is high. And again, here is going to be the O-Light versus the Ryobi. So how is this on the business end of it as a security light? How bright is this going to be? This is very subjective, but Anne is actually going to shine the light at me and see if it's bright enough to blind me. Okay, that's good. So the results was, for me, I was blinded by it, especially being just 5 feet away from it. Yes, I am still seeing a little bit of stars. It's nowhere near the same, and don't do this because I'm just retarded. I'm going to close my eyes. Yeah, there's nowhere near as crazy as Surefire. I can see bright, I can see stars right now. This next video is going to be us doing a range test. First up is going to be the EDC L2 TAC T by Surefire. What you want to be able to see is a man size. If you can make a man size out at 100 yards, I'll stop at 50, and you be the judge when you can see what is going to be in my hand. This is 50. The red light, of course, is going to be Roxy. And I'm going to stop at 25 yards. And then I'm going to run by Anne, and you're going to actually see my eyes because it's too bright. I'll actually try to shy away from it. Okay. All right. You be the judge when you can see me and make me out, and then second, what you can see in my hand. This one is going to be the Ryobi P705 now. What I also want you to see is that reconnaissance by light. You'll actually be able to see Roxy's eyes. Wait until she gets into about 25 yards. So what I have in my hand now is going to be the Surefire on my right hand. And there's that reconnaissance by light, Roxy's eyes reflecting back. The pros. It is a jack of all trades. It is good at everything and it gets the job done. The conservation part is the part that I love next. When we're out in the wilderness, when we're out on vacation, I don't limit myself on light. I actually turn the light on a lot more than if I had these batteries. This is a 10-year-old battery and it's still kicking. And I still love the effects of the green screen behind me. With that being said, it's $20. Please go out and get one. Just make sure you know the limitations. It's coming up next on the cons. The cons. The cons are going to be that it's very imbalanced. In order to fit the OnePlus battery, it has to push all of the weight forward. As you can see, it is very imbalanced, and it's going to push it down. With that being said, I always couple this with a 2 amp battery because the weight gets to be a lot more if you put the 4 and 6 amp battery. There's no way my wife is going to be carrying this around the campsite. Last, this is not waterproofed at all. So in a disaster, be careful. If you live in a hurricane zone or a flood zone, if you're counting on this, this may not be the product. For our purposes, it works well. The tip of the week is actually going to be a preview on a video I really want to make. I love flashlights, and if you love flashlights, if you're a veteran to flashlights, hopefully you have a better system than me. You're sitting back on your TV or your laptop just smiling, saying, hey, I got that, or I got something better. That's sweet. If you're just starting off, figure out what is important to you and purchase the way you want. First thing that I'm going to start with is going to be the headlight. I like the Zipka made by Pizzelle, and these are very good because you can actually just throw this into your cargo pocket and they're very bright. And I use this on vacation a lot or if I'm working around the house. Next is going to be your EDC light. Why? I use this at least 3 times a day, just going around the house, fixing stuff, or just trying to find the stuff around the office. I always carry one of these. Next is going to be a tactical flashlight. This is super versatile. You can see 200 to 300 yards away from you by just shining the light. And for defensive purposes, if you need to, this is a very good one. Surefire, Streamlight, love them all. And last is going to be the P705 LED light by Ryobi. Because of its versatility, I can fix cars with it. I can use it for a disaster because of the conservation of the battery. It is a jack of all trades. And at $20, I think I've said it 15 times, just go get it. You will not feel bad. It's probably one of the cheapest flashlights that I have here, and it's probably the most versatile.